3, 2, 1.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
It's Thursday. It's time to party. Puff and Steph Podcast, hanging out on your listening device. Thank you very much for being here. Make sure that you follow and support our sponsors. We could not do this show without them, so make sure you help them out. So Steph, you are just about a week removed from your trip to Florida. You've been home for just under a week. How you feeling? Are you missing Florida heavily, or are you doing okay?
I do miss it, but I mean, it's also nice to be home, but I miss just being away was so nice. And Michael has a really nice pool in his neighborhood, so just being able to go there every day, especially it's been so hot here lately,
right.
Which I know you hate.
Right. No, but I got AC. I'm good. I got an AC in a big bathtub. Just fill it up with some cold water. We're good. It's like a little pool.
Right. Did you mow the lawn yet, or are you still avoiding it?
Oh, yeah, no, that hasn't happened yet. I don't care.
Not yet.
Neighbors can judge away. Told you, they can suck it. So, one thing that you got to be thankful for is there's no alligators. Right?
Not here. No, definitely not.
Did you see the probably not because you're not on social media a lot, but did you see the post going around about the rumor that there was a bull shark in the Susquehanna River?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, like it was getting shared heavily that there were bull shark, at least one bull shark that was seen near Wrightsville, up the Susquehanna a little bit.
No way.
Yeah. But it was quickly shot down by people who know things.
Okay, good. By factual.
Yeah, people who were like, actually, there's no way to do that because there's several dams. There's no way to actually for a shark to get to the ocean into the Susquehanna. It's virtually impossible unless, which is possible, someone were to catch the shark, keep it alive, and then dump it in the Susquehanna.
Right, and don't they need salt water? Or maybe I'm making that up.
For most sharks, you're right. Bull sharks are these weird type of creatures that can survive in both salt and fresh water. Fun fact.
Oh, so it could almost be true then.
It potentially could be true. Could a bull shark survive in the Susquehanna? Yes, for a little bit. Is it in the Susquehanna? Like I said, unless someone purposely dumped one in there, no, it's probably not.
And if someone did that, you need to get a hobby. Why would you do that?
But it doesn't stop me from not wanting to go on a boat in the Susquehanna at all, because now that's stuck in the back of my brain. So thank you.
So now that's your reason for not going.
Yep. Thank you to whoever decided they wanted to post that article and then keep sharing it. It's makes me super, super, super scared. So this is kind of an interesting article I found. I found this thing that says couple goals for each step of the relationship. Right? So you'll see it's from yourtango.com. Here are the couple goals you should hit at each stage of your relationship. So basically they're giving you benchmarks. So you're this far along in a relationship, you should have done this by now. Type
Oh,
things.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
So let me know if you think this is too early or too late. They say by the time you have been dating for 3 months, you should get to know your partner's inner ambitions, share their music tastes, meet each other's friends and family, travel at least one time, even if it's for one weekend, visit your partner's hometown if it's different than your own. So by 3 months, they're saying you should have done those 5 things. Do you agree or disagree?
I think most of that sounds right. I do think that you should meet each other's friends and family by that point. The traveling thing, maybe not, but all the rest of it I think sounds good.
Even for just a weekend? Even if it's hey, let's go Friday and Saturday night, the Poconos or something that's relatively close?
Yeah, no, I do think it would be nice by that point, but if it hasn't happened, I don't think it's an issue,
By 6 months of dating, you should have taken a road trip together. You should have gone to a sporting event together. Support each other in something you're working towards. Work through an argument maturely. And discuss expectations for the bedroom. Be listen, you don't wear enough masks. I you know how I enjoy Halloween. You knew that going into this, and you have yet to put on any of the masks I've purchased for you. That's very selfish. That's very
It's
nice.
a big issue.
Yeah.
It's a big issue.
Yeah. So in terms of that, what do you think? You think that's about right?
Yeah, I think that all sounds good. I think by that point you should have gone on some kind of like trip together, because if you don't get away and get to live with someone in that way, you kind of have to experience that and see if it's something you want to continue.
How about a year? You should have gone on a family vacation together. So if your family goes on vacation, he should have gone with you, or you should have gone with him and his family. You should have spent some time apart as well. Enjoy someone else's wedding together. See a concert together. And celebrate the 1-year anniversary in a big way. All this sound good?
Yep. Yeah, except for the concert part, because that's not happening right now. But otherwise, yeah.
All right. How about we jump forward another year, 2 years? Surprise each other with sentiments of your love. Make decisions that will benefit you both. Be a part of each other's accomplishments. Find joy in simple things. And I think this is a big one for a lot of people. Not needing to be reassured of your love all the time. Like,
Right, you just know it's there.
right, once you get to a certain point, I'm not gonna say it's okay to not say I love you. You should still say it, but it's like, you didn't say I love you back. Well, obviously I love you. I must have not heard you, or I was in the middle of something. Like, but you didn't say it back. That's
You
it.
hate me.
I'm burning all your stuff.
Right, you gotta grow in the like emotional maturity department.
That's tough for me sometimes. That's tough.
It is tough.
Now, is there anything you would like to add to any of this stuff? Like 3 months of dating, should you have done something different? Or like going down this timeline, at what point do you think it's cool to start talking about moving in together? Think that's a year?
That's what I was gonna
You think that's 2
Right.
years? What do you think that is?
I mean, and it is different for everybody depending on their situation and depending on their age. Because I think for some people who know what they want, they might even do it before a year. But I think if you're really both happy and things are going well, I think anytime after a year is probably realistic to talk about moving in together.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny? I don't remember at what point the wife and I moved in. I want to say it was 2 years. Is that right? It was at least a year and a half. Somewhere between a year and a half and 2 years, we moved in together.
Right. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I got offered a job out of state to do radio someplace else, and I turned it down. And I said, I'm turning this down because of you. And I just came out and said, I want to move in together. I realized that I'd rather be here with you than go and do this job someplace else. Even though it's a really good job. I was like, I'd rather be here with you than take that job, which tells me that we need to take the next step and move in together. So
That's sweet.
yeah,
And
it-
a lot of people
worked
do
out.
it way before that.
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
people move in after a couple months.
I can't. There's no way. I've seen way too many train wrecks of relationships that's been like, well, 3-4 weeks. Yeah, I think it's time to move in. All right, we got a joint bank account. He has access to all my credit cards. Yeah.
Perfect.
Now, I'm not saying it never works out, because I'm sure someone will listen to this and be offended because they did it and they've been with this person for 15 years. That's great. That's great. But I'm going to go ahead and just assume something here, that it works out a lot less. Like, it just doesn't work out way more than it actually works out, moving in that
Right.
quickly. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
I feel like, and I know a lot of people that do that. They're like dating for a couple weeks and they're like, I guess we move in together now. It's like, oh, that was quick.
I was. I'd be like, yourtango.com says you should not be doing that yet. At this point, you guys should just travel for a fun date.
Right.
Yeah.
According to this,
You guys should maybe, like share music tastes. Nope, we already moved in together. He's in my will.
they skipped everything. Well, my question is, when do you start like having like sleepovers, like staying at each other's house? And I know some people do that on the first date, but like, when is that? When does that fit in there?
That's actually before the relationship starts.
That's for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah. Coming up next, Steph, this is going to be the best news of your life, I guarantee it.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com.
QuickSave Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. QuickSave Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the QuickSave Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
A couple researchers say that our body clocks are better suited, you're going to love this, to sleeping twice a day rather than once a day.
I can get behind that.
Yeah. Her name is Melinda Jackson. She's a psychologist specializing in sleep disorders at this university in Australia. And her, along with another sleep researcher, said that sleeping for 8 hours is a modern concept and split sleep used to be normal. They say that throughout history, there have been accounts of segmented sleep, such as like patterns that are seen in today's cultures when take a siesta, like Spanish culture, right? So they'll eat a nice meal in the middle of the day, take a break, and then they'll go back to work, a siesta. Sleeping in 2 periods may increase alertness in the day and provide people with more flexibility to carry out work and spend time with their family, they said. So, would you be at all interested in changing it up to have 2 times a day to sleep rather than just one big chunk?
I'm completely interested, and in fact, I am ahead of the curve on this one. I beat you to it. Whenever I have the chance, I already nap during the day, and I also like to sleep for 8 hours at night.
Well, so you're almost, let's call it a fusion. You're almost fusing the 2 ideas together. You're doing that big chunk at night, but you're also doing the nap in the middle of the day as well. Would you?
Right, so she's talking about splitting the sleep in half.
Right, so you would do maybe a 4-hour sleep and then another 4-hour sleep. So you'd still get that 8 hours. It would just be in 2 4-hour chunks.
Oh, no. See, I'd rather do like 8 and 3. That works better for me.
So you just want to sleep 11 hours a day?
Yeah, pretty much, yep.
You want to sleep half of your day away?
No, not actually. And actually, more often than not, I don't nap. But if the opportunity presents itself and I have an hour or 2, I will nap. And I will not apologize for it.
I knew you were going to say that just the way you started. I will nap, and don't you dare try to change me. A woman in China has given birth to twin brothers 10 years apart.
What?
Yeah.
Ew. Was she in labor for 10 years? Is she okay?
No, she wasn't holding the other one for 10 years and just like, oh, now it's time. Out the baby chute. No, it wasn't anything like that. Okay? The woman, identified only as Mrs. Wang, of course she was, delivered a healthy baby boy on Tuesday who, along with her older son, was conceived through in vitro fertilization. The brothers were conceived as a batch of embryos back in 2009 using the same sperm and eggs. From a medical perspective, they are twin brothers.
Oh, okay. This is fancy.
It really is. So they're not identical. They're fraternal twins. But technically, same sperm, same egg. They're twin brothers who just happen to be 10 years apart. It's weird, right?
Wow. But they won't look alike because there'll be such an age difference.
Right. Now, fraternal twins can still look alike, but you're right. It's going to be like the younger brothers maybe will look like what the older brother did at their age or whatever. The older brother Lulu and new brother Tong Tong are twin brothers. Tong Tong, by the way, translates to same. Same. So we got Lulu and same. Twins, 10 years apart. I would have liked it if she held on to that kid for 10 years and was like, okay, I'm finally ready, but no. The kid still would have, she would have given birth to a 10-year-old. That's the problem.
Right. That'd be painful.
It's not like they don't age in utero. You know what I mean?
That's true. And I don't think she could have survived birthing a 10-year-old.
Steph, I think you're very medically smart here. I think you're right.
Thanks.
You are going to be so excited with the news I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh, yeah.
You probably, as a matter of fact, you probably already know this. Do you know what happens beginning Monday?
Ooh. No, actually. I don't think so.
Hallmark Channel's Christmas in July.
That's right. It's back, everybody. It's back.
The network will air 3 of their Christmas movies each weeknight. The event will run through July 27th, featuring fan favorites, including The 9 Lives of Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
A Christmas Duet.
Uh-huh.
Switched for Christmas. Christmas in Evergreen, Tidings of Joy. And Christmas in Rome.
Uh-huh. Oh, Christmas in Rome. Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is exciting. And I'm so sorry in advance. My family's going to hate me for the next couple weeks, but I love this. It always makes me so happy.
Now, the next question is, should we temporarily bring back the Hallmark Christmas movie reviews?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so I can't guarantee one a week, but let's try to figure out. I don't know. Let's try to figure out like maybe at least do 2. We'll try for 3. But it's
right, because there's only a couple weeks of it, so you should at least do 2 or 3.
Right. It starts on Monday, June 29th, and goes through July 27th. Hallmark Christmas in July is back.
Okay, and that means we can leave our Christmas decorations up in the studio.
I mean, at this point, what's the point of taking them down? Really? Like,
yeah.
Because here's the problem: is you're gonna start coming back into the studio here any day now. And how upset would you be if you came back and everything was taken down?
Yeah, that'd be cruel.
Like you're prepared for Christmas decorations, and you get up here and it's bare bones. I can't do that to you. I can't be like, welcome back to the studio, Steph. I took everything down. Go bleep yourself.
Yeah, you can't do that to me. You can't do it.
So, yeah, the Hallmark Christmas Channel movies are back starting Monday, and yeah, we're not taking the lights down. So, all good news for you.
What a beautiful thing.
Yep.
And you know what? This is what the world needs right now. We need some Christmas happiness.
We'll find out. We will. Like, wow, all the riots and looting are over. What happened? Nobody's tearing down statues anymore. Black, white, green, and purple are holding hands and singing in unity. What happened? Hallmark's Christmas in July is going on right now. So, I mean, I don't want to say that's the reason, but it probably is. It probably is.
Absolutely.
Coming up next, I'm curious to see if you're excited for this brand new Apple Watch feature.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.
Everyone is going through something right now, and we're all in this together. That's why CBD American Shaman of PA is looking out for you and your health. During this trying time, CBD American Shaman of PA is focused on safety and the needs of their customers. That's why right now they're offering curbside pickup along with home deliveries. Let American Shaman help you manage these stressful times. To find out how to get high-quality CBD products and a free bottle of Shaman cleansing gel without even leaving your car or home, visit hempashealth.com.
QuickSave Coupons is an app where you can find savings for restaurants, stores, and experiences that you will love. And here's the best part, it's free. QuickSave Coupons will show you all of the savings in your area right on your phone. Just go to Google Play or the App Store and download the QuickSave Coupons app. Then start saving money on many of the places you already go to.
During this time, many are out of work and struggling just to get by. It's good to know that your friends at Capital City Buy and Sell in Harrisburg have your back. If you're in need of extra help during the pandemic, you can pawn or sell unwanted or unneeded items that you may have laying around your house, including jewelry, electronics, tools, musical instruments, and a whole lot more. Capital City Buy and Sell is open 7 days a week, and they're always paying cash. Plus, they have low pawn interest and terms if you aren't quite ready to say goodbye to your item just yet. Capital City Buy and Sell, 3517 Walnut Street, Harrisburg. Online at harrisburgpapawn.com.
Hey, honey, how are the taxes going?
Pretty good. Let's see. We either get $800 back or we owe $4,000.
I think we should call H&R Block.
Let's face it, taxes can be confusing and the laws seem to change every year. Let the professionals at your local H&R Block take the worry out of your tax season. H&R Block in Dillsburg, Newville, Biglerville, Fairfield, and Gettysburg have been owned by the same family for over 50 years, and they've been there for every tax law change along the way. Don't leave money on the table. File your taxes confidently with H&R Block.
Now back to the Puff and Steph podcast.
So I don't know if you saw this, Steph, but Apple had their big yearly exhibit where they're talking about all their new products and apps and things like that. Usually it's held in this hall, and there's a ton of nerds that show up for it, and they're just like, Apple's the best.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah, it's almost to the T what they do. But obviously with coronavirus, they can't do that this year, so they did everything, virtually, and they did, a virtual press conference or whatever. It was the production was fantastic. And they didn't really say they were going to release any new phones or any new computers. A lot of it was software. A lot of it was updates, new operating systems, things like this. One of the things they talked about very, 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 very briefly was a new feature for the Apple Watch. You own an Apple Watch. Are you wearing it now? You are.
Yep, always. Love it.
Okay. I don't know if you know about this or not. A new feature for the Apple Watch can detect when you're washing your hands. Okay.
Okay.
And once it senses you're washing your hands, it will set a timer on its own for 20 seconds, the amount of time the CDC recommends you wash to avoid spreading germs.
Nuh-uh. So
once it senses you're washing your hands, all of a sudden you'll see a countdown clock on your Apple Watch. I don't know if it's out yet, but they said it's coming. And you'll have to sit there, and I wonder if it'll shame you if you don't do it. If you do it for 8 seconds, is it what does it do?
Right. That's what I was wondering. Does it automatically send a message to the CDC? Stephanie Pagliaro did not wash her hands for 20 seconds.
We'd just like to inform you, Steph, that you're on a watch list because you didn't wash your hands for the CDC recommended 20 seconds, and we were informed by your Apple Watch.
We know what you're doing. We're on to you.
I think it's only a matter of time before let's say we were going on a date or something, and I could look you up and go, oh, shoot, she does not wash her hands for 20 seconds. Thanks, Apple Watch, for letting me know. It's just part of your profile, your life profile. Right. We know everything about you because you're wearing that little thing on your wrist that tells someone everything about you. Steph actually only washes her hands for an average of 14.3 seconds. So I
cannot go on a date.
She could be dirty. Or
she's gross.
You're trying to get a job, and they're like, oh, we can't have that person spreading germs around the office. She washes her hands for 14 seconds.
She clearly doesn't follow the rules.
People are so worried about being microchipped, right? Like, we can't let the government microchip us. They're going to know everything about us. It's no privacy. We are absolutely just doing it ourselves with our cell phones and our Apple Watches.
Yep.
I could probably find out where you were at any time if I knew how to like hack your phone or hack your Apple login information or whatever it would be. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, it's super creepy.
But yet, you have an Apple Watch.
Right. I continue to buy their products.
I think it's only a matter of time. It's probably the technology is probably there now. They just haven't unlocked it yet. You know what I mean? It's probably like they're just waiting for governments to say, yeah, no, we need to track people for this reason or that reason. And then Apple's like, oh, I've been waiting to push this button. They hit the button. They know where everyone is at all time, what they're doing.
Oh my gosh.
How long they're washing their hands.
They know everything about us.
Be like, yeah, we know that you farted 4 times in your sleep last night. I know everything about you. Everything. This woman was living her best life. 2 people caught joyriding through Italy naked were arrested by police. They say a woman was eating a slice of pizza while driving naked. Her passenger was also naked, holding a bottle of wine between his feet.
I was going to say, is there alcohol involved? I'm assuming yes.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the most dangerous food to eat while driving?
Probably soup, because if you spill it, you're going to swerve and burn yourself.
Except if you do it in a mug, like a coffee mug, like a travel mug.
Right. If you're eating it with a spoon, that's when it gets a little sketchy.
I think any two-handed food. So soup's a good one. Cereal. Like, I got to get my mini wheats in on the way to work. So I'm doing that. Also, just because they could be messy, I think tacos.
Oh, yeah. Definitely dangerous.
Yeah. I haven't. Pizza's usually easy. I've done that before. But I had clothes.
You're like been there, done that.
Yeah, I had clothes on, though. That's a big difference to me and this woman. Let's do some Steph stumping. Nationwide, the average cost of this has risen to about $150. It wasn't always this price, but that's about your average cost of one of these. What is it? It's not something you can go buy at a store. This is a tough one. Sure. Nationwide, the average cost of this has risen to about $150. What is this? Not something you can go buy at a store. Not something you could buy online. I have to give you those hints because this is a tough one. Think.
It's risen, so right now it's 150.
Yeah. Think bad. Not a good thing.
Ooh, crack. Crack, the price of crack are going up, everybody.
Oh my God. I think that we should just end it there. We should end the show there. It's not crack, Steph. Crack. Oh, I know. It's crack. I know the cost of my crack has gone up.
I mean, it's not something you can buy online, and it's bad. It was a good answer, okay?
Think of something you can't consume. So, no, it's not crack. Fantastic.
Okay,
guess,
so it's
though.
not...
Not drugs.
Is it, like, cable?
No.
Because you can't, like, buy that. It's not, like, a tangible thing.
No, it's something bad. Yeah, something bad.
I forgot about
that. You were, believe it or not, you were actually kind of close with crack.
Really?
In a way, and you'll find out you'll understand when you find out the answer. But you were closer with crack than you were with cable.
Oh.
What's bad?
Okay, and
what's decently expensive? When you've never had to experience this. That's another hint. Either of us.
Getting a tattoo.
Getting a tattoo? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
no. That's not a bad thing. I mean, most of the time.
True. Okay, getting bailed out of jail.
No, but you're close.
Nuh-uh.
You are close.
Something.
I thought you said your audio on your video cut a little bit. I thought you got it right when you said getting a tattoo. Because it's
getting a tattoo, schmatoo. What rhymes with tattoo?
It doesn't rhyme. I thought you had it right with getting a I definitely gave it away.
Getting a tetanus shot. Getting a tetanus shot.
No. Think you're close with crack. You're close to getting a tattoo. You're close to bailing out of jail. Come on.
Oh. Okay, is it something you'd be ashamed to tell your parents you bought?
You didn't buy it.
But it cost you money.
Correct. And yes, you would probably be embarrassed about it.
Oh, it's a ticket. Getting a ticket.
What kind of ticket?
Parking ticket.
Nope.
Speeding ticket.
Speeding ticket.
Yes.
Crack. Getting a speeding ticket while on crack.
Nailed it.
All right, let's do one more just because I want to see what you're going to come up with. The average American buys 12 of these each year and spends a total of about $120. What are they? The average American buys 12 of these each year, spends a total of about $120.
On all 12 combined or per thing?
Combined. It's not crack rocks.
12 of these. Oh, darn it. 12 of these per year. Is it men and women use them both?
It just says Americans, so I would say men and women use them. A mention of them was actually in one of the stories that we talked about in this episode previously.
Oh. Is it something that you use on your body? Like, is it a grocery item like deodorant or like something you eat?
Yeah, grocery item, sure.
Okay, so is it edible?
Yes.
All of these.
I mean,
All of these.
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? You're hesitating.
It's consumable. There we go. That's the word.
Is it a liquid?
Yes.
Is it cough syrup?
Did we talk about cough syrup on the show today?
No.
Nope, we didn't.
Something liquid we talked about on the show today. I'm trying to remember what we talked about.
We just talked about it. The show's only half an hour long.
I know. I know, but I can't even remember. What is wrong with my brain? Something that's a liquid. You buy 12 of these a year. Did we talk about it within this segment or the earlier one?
Yes.
Oh. Oh my! I can't even remember. What is wrong with me?
I'm like,
oh my God.
We talked about the Apple Watch and then something else. I have all the music down because you're going to get it any second. Don't make me turn the music back on.
Oh, no. I'm just trying. Can you give me another hint? Because I'm completely blanking.
I don't think you buy 12 of these a year. I don't. I think we do in our household, in a way. I would imagine you don't, but I might be wrong. We talked about. I don't want to give it all away. I want to hand you this. We talked about the Apple Watch and then the woman who was doing that thing with her passenger.
Oh, pizza!
No.
Wine! Bottles of wine.
There we go. Bottles of wine. 12 bottles of wine a year for about $120, so $10 a piece. There we go. Do you buy 12 bottles of wine a year?
No, definitely not.
Yeah. You're not much of a wino, right?
No, I like boxed wine because I'm cheap.
Nothing wrong with boxed wine. Nothing wrong. Okay. We will see you guys tomorrow for the Friday show. Enjoy your day. It is a podcast.
It's the Puff and Steph Podcast.